Here to present Bill Hay with his plaque is Hockey Hall of Fame Selection Committee Chairman John Davidson.
Thank you very much, John. And as I begin, and before I look at my speech, I'm going to say that 15 years, I handed out 61 of those plaques, and not a word was read. So I'm going to, with your permission, read what's on my plaque. After winning the NCAA championship with Colorado College in 1957, Bill Hay went on to win the Calder Trophy, 1960, NHL Rookie of the Year, and the Stanley Cup with Chicago in 61. He retired at age 31 to leave a lasting business legacy in the oil and hockey industry. Hay spent time as president of the Calgary Flames and was instrumental in the merger of Hockey Canada and the CHA. He is well known for his 33-year affiliation with the Hockey Hall of Fame, including 15 years as chairman and CEO. During his tenure, Hay was influential in the growth and expansion of the Hall, highlighted by the Doc D.K. Seaman Hockey Resource Center. So now you know there is something written on those plaques, because I took it off and I thought you all should know. Mr. Chairman, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, induction into the Hockey Hall of Fame is the highest honor anyone connected with this great game can receive. It is not only an honor, but a truly humbling experience to be included among so many honored members of the Hall. Being inducted in the Builders category is a special honor. Development of the game at the grassroots level has always been my focus. As the game progressed, grew, and became global in the 1970s and 80s, its structure, coaching, techniques, and training had to become more sophisticated. The world had caught up to us and was beating us at our own game. Hockey organizations merged, new funding models were created to finance development, training, and coaching. A change in thinking occurred at the grassroots level that propel the game to where it is today. My greatest satisfaction has come from helping young players get better and see them grow personally into outstanding adults and contributors to their communities. I have had the privilege of working with giants such as Doc Seaman and Harley Hotchkiss. I also work closely with another great leader and innovator, Pat Quinn. His sudden passing was devastating, but his contribution to the game will be felt forever. I would like now to introduce my family, and I think the hotel will be happy when they leave. I've got my brother Jim Hay with me, and I don't know how many kids he's got, but it got to be pretty expensive. I've got a sister here, Donna, who came up from Indiana, and we've got Pam, Dan, Billy, Ellen, and Mike Brown sitting along that aisle. We've got Penny and Grant Fagerheim, along with their boys Brandon, Brett, and Brett. And our son Donald is at home. And he is watching it, and Donald was born in 1962 in Chicago, with some health problems, and the doctors there said, Bill, you're going to be lucky to get a year with him. He turned 53 in February, and he's everybody's pal. And he loves to travel. And Arizona is a favorite spot of his. And Nancy and I drive him down in the van and bring him back. And we were coming back a couple of years ago, and we stopped, and Donald sits up front with me. Then there's a commode and a power chair and a manual chair, and then Nancy in the back. So we stopped for gas in Utah, Kanab, Utah. And you get out of the side of the car, you put your card in, you fill it up, take your card, get back into the van, and away you go. Well, we did that, and Nancy had gotten out of the other side to go to the washroom. So Donald and I get going. I'm talking to him all the time. You know, it's a little bit like Smokey and the Bandit. And we'll get over the top and go through Salt Lake City and cross the border. And he's looking at me a little strangely. And he said, Bill, I think we forgot Mom. So I turned around, and she wasn't in her seat, and she wasn't on the commode. So we turned around and drove back to the service station. And when we drove into the service station, they were all standing up, and this was 30, 45 minutes later. They were all standing up and cheering. And Nancy got in the van, and she said, 10 more minutes, Bill, and I would have been a Mormon. My wife, Nancy, is the best person you'd ever find, and it's a good thing we turned around and picked her up, because she runs the family and the daughters, and everybody has played hockey in our family and gone to school. So thank you very much. Thank you, Nancy, and thank you to the board of directors and the selection committee for adding my name to the list of honored members of the hall. Thank you very much.